oops, a little bit longer than I normally leave it, because obviously there's no mechanical fixings at the top of this. It's just held in by the glue and the dominoes. So if I start moving it around, I'm going to give it a good old session. It's all pretty good. While it's here and constructed, obviously we'll fit the back, because there's a socket in there, so we need to do our trick with the stuff to fit the back in there. It's like I've missed out a set of holes, doesn't it? Anyway, but while it's here, I just want to fit the doors on, actually, just temporarily, just to make sure that we don't have any crises. I'd rather learn now than later.
With the doors fitting nicely, I can trim the shelf back for a snug fit, then get the carcass out of the way.
So yeah, this is one of those occasions when I could really do with a bit more space. This bookcase is just the wrong length. The fixed shelf is coming in at 620mm here. So it's just off the edge of the bench, whichever way I move it. It's too tall to stand upright. You can't really lean it on its side. You can't lie it. Could I lie it flat? Might be able to lie it flat if it's this way, actually. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a faff and a fiddle, so not much we can do other than crack on. So if that went there and there, will that work? Might work, won't it? Although none of this is square, which is, adds to the challenge. So the left hand side back is there. Can I get into that side? Well, we can just about actually, I like it. We'll give that a try. You might want to come closer. Okay, so that's a relatively easy bit done, just for fun. Okay. Yeah. And now, of course, I'm going to get those close left. Okay. So, left side. Template.
With the shelf template fitted, I'm marking the centre of the shelf with a square on the outside of the bookcase carcass.
That's 22. Generous dollop of glue. Both sides.
Then, with little glue, the shelf is carefully fitted in position and held there with a clamp. while I fix it down permanently with a few long screws driven through our centre line.
So yeah, while the glue is relatively soft, I'm going to flip it over and get the back on it, so it'll sort of pull it into square for sure. So I'll just do that now. It's not heavy, it's just a little bit awkward. As always best to get the back on flat, if possible. It's the centre there. Rather than like this, because then it will sag. Should be. What the fuck? It's 70, 20 mil. That's 880. Okay. Easy enough to trim that back.
With the back simply stapled on and then trimmed back, there's only one thing left to do.
So all we need to do now is trim this 3 loose shelves back a bit. I left them slightly long so I could trim them back so that they fit nicely. And then I think we're pretty much good to go apart from that. So everything's kind of bundled up here, ready to go, shelves and the tops and stuff. I've got a little bundle of trim and bits and pieces. I've got the carcass ready to go. Look how dark it is in there compared to in here, it's amazing. Turn that down a little bit, turn you around so you can see in here. So in here, yeah, in here I've got the, we're doing too bright, there you go. That's gotcha. So, yep, in here we've got the doors. I managed to ding the doors getting off the drying rack. Really stupid. So they'll be wrapped up first thing tomorrow. We've got the carcass ready to go. Tools all set. I'm really, really together on this. And one of the reasons for that is that one of the things I've found is that this job is literally in the next street across. Literally, whoops, get the lights over the shot, that's better. Literally next street over, that way. And the jobs that are closest, focus, yeah, and the jobs that are closest are often the ones where you leave stuff behind. I've actually I'm going to have to do this in 2 or 3 trips to get everything across there in my little van, because my van driver can't help me out this time. And to be honest, it's so close, it's almost not worth his time. But we're all ready to go, all ready to rock and roll, really. So we'll be up and out fairly early in the morning, get across to the site. The first job will be to get the plinth in, as usual. See you there.